What's up, guys? Have you ever noticed how some videos instantly make you want to get up and do something, or like work out or get your life together, while other videos just don't hit the same? That's actually what I'm going to talk about today, and I'm going to apply a concept from this week's module called Quantitative Research Method, and connect it to my own personal experience, like posting on Instagram and stuff like that. So quantitative research is basically about measuring communication using numbers and data. Instead of guessing what works, you actually track things like engagement responses or behavior to find patterns. The goal is to be able to predict and improve communication outcomes. There are a few main methods like experiment surveys and content analysis, but the main idea is simply you're using data to understand what works. Now, in my life, I've been posting on Instagram around like lifestyle and what I do, and I started to notice that some of my posts would perform really well while others would completely flop. At first, I thought it was random, but once I started looking at the numbers, I realized there was a pattern. For example, I posted a picture that was more aesthetic with no real hook or message, and didn't get much engagement. But then I posted another with a strong hook, something about how I balance life in college, and that one performed way better. So, without even realizing it at first, I was basically doing quantitative research. I was collecting data, comparing results, and identifying the variables that made a difference, like the hook, the message, and how relatable the content was. My hypothesis was from this is my hypothesis from this is that people respond more to content that gives immediate value and reliability. Attention spans are short, so if you don't grab someone right away or give them something useful, they're just going to stroll. And this connects directly with what we learned because quantitative research helps us predict and control communication outcomes. Once you know what works, you repeat it and improve your results. What's interesting is that this doesn't just apply to social media. You could use the same concept in business. For example, if I'm working at a dealership in the future and I could test different sales approaches and track which ones lead to more deals, you could use it in school by testing different study methods and seeing which one actually improves your grade, or even in fitness, tracking your workouts, diet, and progress to see what actually gets you results. So, overall, the biggest takeaway is that communication doesn't have to be random. When you start using data and actually pay attention to patterns, you can turn it into something strategic. And that's exactly what quantitative research is all about. Thanks.